Okay, so we got MVAKM in the red playing Wulfar versus Mastro playing as Zawan in the teal. Mastro, of course, big fan of the teal color. Been sticking to that pretty much this entire year, I'd want to say. Very much their color of choice. And they're playing on open season for the map. Both players are very familiar with. This is a very old school map. And a good way to start a finals between these two, actually. On a map they're both familiar with. Playing commanders they're both familiar with. But we're not going to see anything too out of the ordinary in the opening, I believe. Yeah, they're just sending a sword back here. They're going to knock down this village. Oh, going for this sword. Interesting. I guess they want to have the option to capture this village after, but we'll see how it works out. Not using this barracks. They're going to continue to push swords out this direction. But I know these players well enough to know that these have been super practiced, optimized openings, so I'm not going to make any kind of judgments as to, you know, if they're making mistakes or anything. I think they both are very familiar with what they're doing. The sword capturing from this side, interesting there. Mastro goes from the left side, so maybe Mastro is feeling a lot more confident, and in this case, ooh, yeah, sword's going to be knocking down that village, so Mastro looking to be in a good place right now. And what's this sword up here going to do? Goes for the recapture on the village. Very nice play. Ooh, Wulfar is going to ignore that one. Knock down this village instead. So we're just going for damage right now. He goes for the further ahead capture. I wonder if they're just going to ignore this. The knight. Oh, that might have been tried to be positioned to go for the crit on it. But there is a chopped forest right there. And that is going to be one of the big differences between this version and the original Wargroove 1 version. Of course, you're going to see a couple different tile differences. And will that make a big difference? Oh, this sword could go for the knockdown on this. Oh, that's really brutal. Oh, Wulfar comes back. And I don't think this is too bad for Wulfar specifically. Just because... Okay, yeah, swords. This was actually going to do for this capture. It makes sense. You want to do forward captures instead where you can. Ooh, nice little bit of chip damage there on Zawan. Nothing too big though. But Wulfar can kind of get away with being in the corner just because tier 2 groove has such a long range. Okay, really nice play there. On the knight, gonna knock that down. We're seeing this trade in the center. And yeah, Zawan's just gonna keep pressing on this left hand side. And Zawan can, because there just isn't really enough to deal with Zawan at the moment. Sure, the rifle can shoot. We'll get a crit this turn. Gonna be pretty nasty, but nothing too significant.
Off you go.
Ooh, tee-off's coming in, and here we go. Wulfar in the corner, gonna go bang, bang, bang. Oh, takes the rifle out. Really nice snipe there from MVAKM. That said, Zawan could technically do something similar. Ooh, nice hit there on the sword, but it's on a flagstone tile, and that isn't a crit. So it's not really going to be the end of the world there. Okay. Ooh, on a road? I don't know how I feel about that. Takes out the weak sword though. What are we going to see? Sword crit 1, sword crit 2. Knight crit gets the kill even. Oh, and the mage to follow up gets another kill. And yeah, that sword getting taken out as well. And Zawan, ooh, sitting on tier 2. And I like that positioning from this sword here. Just going to prevent a wraparound. And rifle, yeah, just going to empty his last shot. Okay, this is going to be a lot of damage potentially on Zawan. Or just the army? Okay. Harpy plus sword on the roads. We'll get a kill. Nice little move there. MVAKM, what are they doing? I mean, that felt like a very quick turn. Okay, tier 2 groove. what we're going to see. Just a big long line, lots of damage coming in. Nice kill on that Harpy. Gonna see some more stuff getting finished off as well. The Knight eats a big hit as well. And Wargroove is pretty good, but Vines are very scary. And MVAKM has to kind of pull back, I think, in this position. Okay, we're going to see a bit of damage coming in here. Probably want to see something in this tile here, actually, because this Vine could just leap and kill. Well, not kill, but damage the rifle. Gonna be some big money value, and I wonder if Mastro's going to go for it. Alright, first Vine goes down. Second one, ooh, big hit on the rifle. 25%. Not what you want to have happen to your high value unit. And I think Mastro is now in the driver's seat. They have all this Vine pressure up on the opponent's stronghold. They have a bit more of the map right now. And Wulfar is quite far back, actually. Wasn't able to join in the fight over on this front here, so we're just going to see Operation Cleanup happen right now, and yeah, like counter pressure coming in, and MVAKM just like, yeah, I've got to push. Ooh, yeah, rifle has to heal. Not really what you want to see if you're the person with the rifle, but had to happen. And now Wulfar is standing in front of the stronghold, which means this side over here is completely open. This Knight can do a lot of work. Has already begun to do, and yeah.
Forward!
Mastro can just push. And not be contested very much. Like, this entire right hand side of the map is just being won. There's a lot of competition going on between the two players. Over on this side, and ooh, big mage heal. Not really great gold value, you might say, but if you can wall with a sword for an extra turn, it's absolutely worth it. Okay, Harpy gonna go down. Wulfar with Groove, that's a bit spooky. Oh, and that actually... Is this a suicide? It might very well be. Only 10% though, so not the biggest hit. What are we gonna see now? Spear crit suicide. Like, what, 8% I think that was? Yep. Another spear crit suicide. Was this just a bit of an overextension? Mage coming in now. And do some decent damage. 45% is the commander, so he only needs a little bit more damage. Dog is gonna actually do it. Oh, is this gonna be lethal? It is. Oh, Wulfar can reach that. And there was just a slight overextension here from Mastro. And getting punished for it. Oh. And that is not what you want to see. And MVAKM, despite being pretty far behind, spots one opening from Mastro and just punishes the overextension. And Mastro didn't have to be up that far. Like, they could have just kept pushing on the right hand side, played more conservatively on the left, leaving your commander pretty vulnerable there, but everybody dies to this once or twice, or a lot of times actually. It's a fairly common mistake for people to make, and in this case, yeah, Mastro just moved the commander a bit too vulnerably, and died to... That was like I want to say like a 4% overkill, 5%, something like that. They were on like 40, 45 from commander, but you know, plains defense as well, so yeah. But these things happen, and it is a rough way to lose a game, but MVAKM, they're going to take game 1. So well played to them.